Started coming up with our statement for the paper. Company chemist for years, always in poor health, recently in decline.
But Dan was never sickly. He was always out in his garden or golfing or sailing. His garden. Artie! He kept a beautiful garden.
Let's take care of this in the morning, Charlie.
Of course. Sorry to bring you the bad news, Mrs. Reader. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Lee.
Charlie can be a bit excessive at times. We've got to say something. I don't know what, but we've got to say something
You
to
need to
share.
explain, Artie.
Sometimes it's necessary.
It's all right. You need to explain. We're going to throw this away now.
There's another half case under the sink.
And we'll get rid of that one too.
I'll do it.
I want no more of it in this house.
Diane. I'm in too far to quit.
I really didn't expect you to.
February 21st, 1928, to Mr. Raymond Berry, from Dr. Harrison Marlin, Chief Medical Examiner, Essex County. We have examined the remains of the deceased Amalia Maggio. We have found radioactive substances in the upper and lower jaw and the lumbar vertebrae. No evidence of syphilis was found.
Body is radioactive. Bones of dead girl kick off gamma rays. Captain Wiley, the Consumers League declares, new evidence shows that the company lied. Dr. Joseph Neff, a Newark dentist who treated Amalia, has turned over portions of the jaw and the ear going to her mouth. X-ray film shows that 5 years after the girl died, the bones are still radioactive.
Will this make your case?
Will this force a settlement? No. This gentleman will make our case. Last night, in a graphic exclusive, the founder of the U.S. Radium Corporation broke his long silence with this shocking announcement.
Radium is one of the most dangerous substances known to man.
Dr. Von Sashaki, is it true you assisted with the autopsy?
Yeah, and given my expertise in radium extraction, I was able to determine that Miss Maggio absorbed enough radium to kill 10 people.
Doctor, what does this say for mild radium therapy? Are you now advising against it?
Radium is responsible for the deaths of these poor girls. It should be considered a most dangerous substance.
Do you agree with the doctor's prognosis that the radium girls only have 1 year to live?
From what I've seen, so they'll be lucky to last that long.
Tell you what we should have done. We should have taken we should have taken that reporter up in her office when we had the chance. That's what we should have done.
$5,000. Don't make me laugh.
We should have talked her up on it too. Because I'll tell you what, they'd have paid. And I'll tell you what else we should have done.
Stop telling me what we should have done. Lots of things we should have done. Don't do no good to think about them now.
All right. Keep your shirt on.
What do you think? The red or the blue?
So what's Barry saying? He's gonna go back to the company?
I like the red, but it don't fit so good these days.
Is he gonna try to talk up the company a bit?
Miss Wiley thinks another interview will do the job. So I say, what's one more? You know?
Worth Try, right? What if they came up to 5,000? Would you take it then?
Let him come up. I'm not caving in.
It's called a settlement.
A settlement. It's just a way for them to hide.
Let them hide.
Then they win.
So they win. They're gonna win anyways.
Makes you got so much confidence in me.
Grace. For Christ's sake, you got one lawyer working for nothing, up against 6 lawyers getting a bundle. And do you think you got a chance?
You know what I found out today? They put lead screens in the laboratories for the technicians. Did they give us lead screens?
Oh, Jesus.
What do you think? 100 girls in a room and they're going to spend that kind of money on us.
Grace,
And they want to keep it all quiet.
what are we doing here,
And Miss
Grace?
Wiley says they're going to close down and move across the
Grace.
river to New York to open
Grace.
up another factory like nothing ever happened.
What are we doing here? I thought the plan was that you'd get some money to settle your debts. Get a better doctor, and we'd get on with things.
On with things.
You're still wearing a ring.
Oh, Tommy.
Grace, look. There's a house for sale in my brother's neighborhood. It's 2 rooms up, 2 rooms down. It's not much, but it's a start. It's already got flowered wallpaper. Best of all, it's only 3 blocks from the school.
The school? What do we need with the school?
I had for once.
Tommy, what do you think is going to happen after all of this is over? Do you think everything will just go back to the way it was?
Why wouldn't it?
I have to see the surgeon again.
Uh-huh.
I got some fluid.
Okay.
It's going to drain.
Okay.
And then he says there'll be more.
So you deal with it with Thomas.
And still more! And then more! And still more! Why can't you see that? How can you talk about buying houses and getting married when you know that there's no...
Grace, I can't think about that. I just want to be with you now. I want to come home to my wife, my house. I'm too old to be living this in-between life. Grace, I promise I'll do whatever it takes to make it easier for you.
Here,
Grace, come on.
I should have given it back to you a while ago.
Don't want it.
Tommy, please. Are you going to make me say it?
Grace, you just need some rest. You haven't been getting enough sleep. I'll be back to see you tomorrow.
Tommy!
Get some rest.
Tommy! Tommy! Don't you do this to me! Tommy!
Arthur?
Charlie,
I thought you had headed home.
Charlie, I've been thinking it over. I think we're taking the wrong approach here. We should settle this case. We've got to make a reasonable offer to those girls.
No, Arthur, we agreed. We need a definitive victory. Otherwise, we invite more of the same nonsense.
Things have changed.
Arthur, I know you and Dan were close, but you can't let that cloud your judgment.
Von Sashaki is going to testify.
We can deal with it.
How?
Put more money in his pocket.
Now you want to bribe him.
Not a bribe, consideration.
Consideration.
For an expert witness, whatever Barry's offering him, we'll just make a better offer.
You don't understand guilt, do you, Charlie?
Right now, I don't have the luxury of thinking about it.
Let me tell you something, Charlie. A guilty man has a tremendous need to unburden himself. His guilt can eat him alive. Don't you see? What Von Sashaki wants is to be free. That is why he is testifying for the girls. That is why he will never testify for us. No matter how much consideration you may offer.
Settle with these girls and you'll have to settle with all of the others. Neff was right about that. This is only the beginning.
Tell Martha to get in touch with Barry, get a conversation going, have them come up with a figure the girls can
For
accept.
Christ's sakes, Arthur, what are you trying to do? You want to wipe me out?
We've got to get this off the table.
Every penny I have put in the last 7 years, I have sunk into this company.
Why? Because you said it was a sure thing. No, miss, why work for Von Sashaki when we can work for ourselves? You remember that one? Take a chance, Charlie, take a chance.
We were fooled. Von Sashaki fooled us all. The only thing to do now is try and clean it up best we can.
Do this and it's the end, Arthur.
You're stepping down, Charlie?
Not me.
Well,
Don't you see? They're one vote away from getting rid of you.
and whose vote is that, Charlie?
Arthur, have you so little faith in me?
I'm still a stockholder. You won't have enough votes to get me off the board. I'll still be on the board.
And still on the hook when this company goes under. Think about that the next time your conscience starts to bother you.
15th, 1928, to Raymond Barry, attorney at law, from Edward Martin, counsel, U.S. Attorney. One of our expert witnesses has encountered a serious scheduling conflict, which makes it impossible for him to testify in April. Therefore, we have requested an extension until June. As for your request for a settlement, every case involves a humanitarian aspect. Therefore, I'm afraid that cannot be the basis for settling this one. But I have no doubt you will be rewarded for the good work we are doing here. If not in this role, in the next.
Tommy, please.
Rise and shine!
Dr.
No time for work.
On my way. I set the alarm.
I'll be $5,000 before breakfast. I'll always offer the war effort.
Please. I'm so very tired.
No complaining. Good soldiers don't complain.
But I'm tired.
And he isn't.
have to make sacrifices. It's all for science, Grace. Science.
It's family. Everyone has to something. It's just a matter of choosing which.
I didn't choose. I didn't have no choice.
Sure you did, Grace. Sure you did.
Catherine, don't do that.
Grace? Grace, Mr. Markley will be here in a minute.
Mr. Markley.
He's bringing the papers for you to sign. Did you fall asleep?
Has Miss Wiley been by?
Miss Wiley?
About Catherine. She said she might come by. Did she come by?
She might have.
Don't you know?
Someone came to the door a while ago. I think your brother answered. Look, Grace, you gotta get ready.
They took Catherine back to the hospital last night.
I know, dear, I know. After we talk to Mr. Markley, we'll go over there and see how she is. Now, put a comb through that hair.
Pedro, she died.
Grace, don't speak such things.
If she dies, it's over.
We're 3 months behind on the mortgage, Grace.
I know.
You can't let this go on.
$1,500. Not even a year's wages.
Well, it's better than nothing, ain't it?
Is that all I'm worth? Better than nothing?
Of course not, sweetheart. But we gotta be realistic. At the rate things are going, you'll never get inside that courtroom. And even if you do, you can't prove nothing.
Mr. Berry thinks we can.
Mr. Berry ain't paying the bills. There's the doctor and the bank and the coal man. We can't expect folks to treat us like charity just because you're sick.
I'm not asking for charity, Mom. I just want what's owed to me.
Look, I know it feels like you're letting Catherine down. But if she decided to take the company's offer, would you hold it against her? No, you wouldn't. Now, take that check, pay the bills, and whatever's left, you and Tom can have. A little something to get you started.
There's nothing to start, Mom.
Why do you have to be so hard on Tommy?
Ma, please don't.
Can't you see you just can't stand the thought of you not being with us?
I have to face it. Why can't he?
Do something with your hair, Grace.
$250,000. What would you do with $250,000? That's right. I can imagine. No point to it. Mom, you didn't tell me I had mail. New Mexico. Then just keep writing. She was here. Miss Wiley was here this morning. She left me a note. Mom, Miss Wiley was here this morning. She left me a note.
Miss Fryer, Edward Marley.
Ma said you brought paper.
Yes. The terms spelled out as we explained from our letter. $1,500. You have a check right here. All we need is your signature. Certificate.
Grace, Mr. Markley is a very busy man.
Oh no, please, take your time. Read the letter over carefully. If you prefer, I can leave and come back out of it.
No, we'll do this now.
What's hold harmless?
You agreed to hold the company harmless from any further action.
No more lawsuits.
Correct.
Is that just me or anybody in my family?
Your entire family includes a wrongful death action also.
This is a confidential settlement.
Yes.
You didn't say nothing about it being confidential.
It's standard for most legal settlements, Miss Fryer. We'd like to protect our privacy and your privacy also. It cuts both ways. You agreed to keep silent about the settlement, and so do we.
That seems fair.
Need a pen?
I have another question.
Grace, Mr. Markley already explained the settlement to you.
Ma,
I don't want to.
what is contributory negligence, Mr. Markley? It's not in those papers. It's in the other ones that you filed when we did the lawsuit. The radio company said its defense was the statute of limitations and contributory negligence.
I'm not sure what you're asking, Miss Fryer.
It means it's our fault, don't it?
Standard defense, Miss Fryer. I wouldn't take it too personally.
How else can I take it?
Mr. Markley, Grace has had an awful headache all day. Maybe you could leave the paper.
Maybe he can just answer the question.
Why are you doing this?
Why didn't you tell me Miss Wiley was here?
You already made up your mind. She only tried to talk you out of it.
What did she say about Kathy?
Mr. Markley, if you leave the papers, Grace will sign them later.
Mom! What did she say about Catherine?
She said, you don't look good.
Perhaps I should come back later when Miss Fryer is feeling better.
You didn't answer my question, Mr. Markley. And I'd really like an answer, because let me tell you, I quit school at 15. I went to work at the radium plant because my folks needed the money. At your factory, they told us what to do, when to do it, how to do it. My folks didn't raise me to make trouble, so I didn't make trouble. I did as I was told. I never asked questions. How do you get contributory negligence from that?
As I said, it's standard defense.
There's nothing standard about what happened to me.
We deeply regret your situation, but there's no evidence that can tie your condition to any action from the U.S. Radium Corporation.
Then why are you giving me this money?
It's a humanitarian gesture.
Humanitarian gesture!
Mr. Markley, I'll take the papers.
Month after month you put us off. Delay after delay, knowing how sick we were, and tired, and desperate. Humanitarian. You're waiting and die in the most horrible way. And you think I should be grateful for any spare change they throw at me?
Miss Fryer, this is a very generous offer under the circumstances. I would advise you take it, as it won't be on the table very long.
What do you mean?
If Miss Fryer does not sign within 24 hours, we will be forced to withdraw our offer permanently.
Grace.
He's lying.
I beg your pardon, miss.
You're trying to tell me if I don't sign this now, but I came back a week from now and said I changed my mind, you'd still rather go to court. You'd still rather some judge get a look at me and take your chances. I won't win on sympathy alone. 24 hours. You're just trying to bully me.
Very well then, Miss Fryer. I'll take that as a no. See you in court.
Yes, you will. You will see me. If they have to carry me in there, you'll see me. You and Mr. Reader both.
You call that man back.
I'm going to court, Ma.
What are you trying to prove? You know you can't win.
I want those people to look at me. I want them to look at me and explain how it's my fault I got sick working in their factory.
And what'll that get you? What?
Ma, all my life I've done what other people told me to do. I quit school because you said I should. I